inflation. American voters are blaming Biden for, they're not blaming Putin. They can read graphs just fine, and they can tell that inflation was going up quite a bit before Putin came in, and then it kept going up. So it's not Putin's fault, and everybody knows it, and they're not stupid enough to believe these lies from the White House where, you got Jen Psaki saying, oh, yeah, the Russian inflation or Putin inflation. They're blaming Biden for it. They're blaming Biden for the fact that, they can't afford to buy formula for babies. They can't, there's empty grocery store shelves everywhere. Inflation has been a huge issue, and we all saw it coming from day one of his administration, and we were all saying it, and we were all very good at reporting on that and telling that to the American people. And now, that's just another, we are set up right now to destroy in November, and they're not going to be able to fix inflation by the time November hits, and, they're going to get blamed for all of that.
Yeah, and it's inflation, and it's all the things on top of that, the supply chain, all these things that are making it impossible for people to get things that they want, clothes, whatever goods they want, but in some cases, even things that they need, such as food, which we haven't seen as much, but Biden has warned that more of it is coming. And you mentioned baby food. That's a huge thing that's been going on. Right. Baby formula shortages in America has been a huge problem. There's a report that there was 40% out of stock rate for baby formula across the country. So if you go to a store, you're looking for baby formula, there's a 40% chance that is not going to be there, or at least what you were looking for is not going to be there. And also, it's not just for babies. In addition, there is certain formulas that are amino acid based that are for people who have conditions where they can't eat certain foods because they can't digest it properly. Their body, their immune system will reject it, whatever the case may be. And these people can't get their amino acid, like special formulas either, because the same supply chain issues. And also there's a big plant in Michigan that has been shut down because there was reports of infants getting a bacterial infection from some formula, which is terrible. Obviously, that's not Biden's fault, but what is Biden's fault is that the FDA, they did a review of that facility, and they found nothing a couple of months before all this happened. And then they were getting some tips like, hey, there's some things going on here that we need to investigate. They waited until 4 babies contracted this bacterial infection. Then they did a full-scale investigation, found all these problems, and now it's been shut down for 3 months. So on top of inflation and supply chain, now you have their inability to catch things early now has caused an entire plant to shut down, is making it even worse.
And, whereas a truly conservative, leadership in government would be cutting back on all those regulations that Biden's government, he's leaned more into regulation, just as every Democratic president does, and some Republicans who are just fake conservatives. But what that just shows you is that, look, there needs to be some level of regulation, but not to the degree that we have, because they don't do anything. So we're paying all this, we're putting all this funding into this, all this taxpayer funding into these organizations, and we're not even seeing benefits from it. We probably would have caught that stuff without a regulatory agency.
Right.